I saw a light come down from heaven and it came to me.
Put them on pause, press play. Hold on, I got more. I know my life can get so.
You have just tuned in to Hanging with the Hills. Yeah, see, I think we get better and better every time.
No, we're not.
Okay, so today
we introduce ourselves.
I'm Jerica.
I'm Shine. PG. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about how did we know that each other was the one.
I saw a light come down from heaven and it came to me.
But whatever. Okay, so I'm going first because I think I knew first.
She don't know.
Okay, so first off, I know I gotta say this. It may sound stupid because I'm fat and been fat for some time. I really didn't like big boys. I didn't like big boys.
We went in style back then.
But it's like when I met him, I was just like, you know how somebody is just nice looking and you just like, oh dang, he fine. It wasn't like that. It was like, dang, something, you know what I'm saying? Something is different. Like it's something different about him.
Kool-Aid slide.
I got an abscess too, y'all. My jaw hurt. But anyway, I just felt like it was something different about him. And then, like, even, you know, we met in 2006.
On Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas 2006.
On our way to the Beano.
Right, the old Beano, way in the back.
Way in the back.
Through one of his friends, and I was with one of my friends, Toya. Shout out to Toya.
Shout out to Tracy.
We was going to pick up one of our other friends, Tara.
We was going to meet them in Edgemont.
Right, in the hood.
In the hood.
In the gutter.
In the gutter.
Or whatever. And so, like, once we came in contact with each other, it was like, boom. Just holding the phone all night. He was telling a bunch of lies. I gave him my friend number. I didn't give you the wrong number.
It was.
I had to use the house phone.
First off, we had Nokia phones. And I got in trouble that night.
I gave him my friend number. And so she had called me like, old boy had called you or whatever. And she gave me the number and I called him from the house phone. Because I was a player from the Himalayas back then. I had them all lined up. Like,
yep.
I'm just playing.
Yep.
I'm just playing. But yeah. So, to sum things up as to how I knew, like, years down the line, even then, I didn't know. I just knew that there was something different. So, to sum things up, as time progressed, like, I was coming out of this toxic relationship, and he had been engaged to someone, and, it's just like both situations were coming to an end. Nothing negative to say about both of those people.
No.
They both, you know, good people. Got decent stuff going for themselves. But the thing is, God has shown me. So, fast forward to a couple of years down the line, around 2010. Like I said, we both were coming out of situations or whatever. God has shown me, made it clear as day, you know, that me and Sean were gonna wind up married. But we both needed time to heal. And like I said, he was engaged to someone. I was in a relationship that I had been in for a couple of years, and we just really needed to heal, like real talk, and let go. So, we started going to church together eventually. Like, for some time, I didn't even talk to him or whatever. We didn't talk to each other. Like, I went on a fast to come up out of my situation that I was in. So, because, like, part of that situation I was in, there was abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. You know what I'm saying? I hit him, he hit me. And foul stuff was said to me, so I needed to heal. And he needed to heal too, but you know, men, I'm finna be honest, men will hop from situation to situation. You know, Sean had already loved me, I already loved him, so he probably felt like, okay, let's just roll into it. No. God had already shown me, so I stood back, like, okay, let's see where this goes. And eventually we connected again, and we started going back to church. Well, not back, because we had never went to church. I was going to this church, and he started coming with me. And then we got closer. We started getting counseling and just trying to get things together. But going back to how did I know he was the one? God told me that he was the one. That's the big thing. I knew that there was something different, but God confirmed that for me. It wasn't about what I wanted. He wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can choose other people, but there are certain blessings attached to when you being in God's will. You being in God's perfect will. You want to say that side of the story?
Yeah.
Let him tell his side of the story. How did you know?
Like
male perspective.
Nah, just going back to that night, Christmas, you know, like she said, you know, you come into contact with plenty of people, you know what I'm saying? But I was thotty. Back in my day, I was thotty, you know, but it was still something about her. I still remember what she had on. I still remember the smile. I even still remember the curls she had in her hair that night. She wouldn't even let the window down for me, and it was snowing. And I was big mad, because I was just supposed to walk up to this car, and she was supposed to magically get out and all of that. But nah, it was just more like, nah, I'll catch up back with you tonight at the club or whatever. And I was looking at her like, dang, I'm sitting up here fresh, and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just carried me on the low, though. But she ended up rolling down the window, though, so that was fine. So, you know what I'm saying, that night, you know, it just went kind of like a story, you know what I'm saying? Like, you meet this person, you leave her presence, then you meet back up with them in this place, and now all you got is, you know, a call or a phone or whatever. So
that's our timer, y'all.
Yeah, that's
so
our
we
time.
know how long we're going.
But you know, it was just, I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like, because I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was a thought. So a lot of times, like, I could tell you who my heart was with because, but yeah, like, I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna just keep it real. You know, I had my little player ways. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she always had my heart because when I would, you know, dip from relationship or dip back, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. She was the only girl, like, that I ever, like, cheated on somebody with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mess with nobody else like that except her.
So one day he just woke up like, hey, if I'm gonna cheat on everybody with her, I might as well be with her.
You feel me? Nah, I'm just playing. So, I just God just always kept telling me though, you know, like, Sean, this is not a temporary person. You know what I'm saying? This is not a temporary person. This is not a temporary person. And at first it was hard to believe because, like I said, I was already in a relationship, engaged with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it was still hard for me to believe. So God just kept revealing. And, you know, me and the person I was engaged to, you know, our relationship went down, you know what I'm saying? And so I had this point where I was just like to myself. And I just remember like her calling me and was like, we need to link up, you know? And me and my mom, we was moving from this house and she came. And then we talked and it just seemed like we rekindled, you know what I'm saying? So then, therefore, I started back going to church with her. You know what I'm saying? Fell in love with Pastor Conway. Like, that man changed our life and our marriage. You know, shout out to Pastor and his wife, you know, because they, you know, helped us tremendously. My grandmother died, and I just remember sitting on the couch. We was at her house, and I was at my grandmother's house, and we was laying on like a little couch like this. And I just looked her in the eye, and I was like, man, you know what? You know, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
And that was his lame proposal.
That was my lame proposal. I'm keeping
That's
it
how I got
funky.
proposed to the first time. He redid it year before last.
Yeah.
No, last year. He redid it last year, and I got my bling.
So, I didn't have a ring, no money, but in my heart, I knew, like, you know what? I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. You know, and then, you know, like how I knew, because we like a lot of the same things. You know, like, we love our space, but we also love, you know, each other, but we love our space to ourselves. We were both entrepreneurs, and I'm like, man, this stuff can, you know, this it. You know what I'm saying?
Both called. You know.
And
they say you should be linked up with somebody who's going where you're going. We're not in the same field as far as what we do as career-wise, but we are going the same direction.
Yeah. And I just feel like, you know that feeling that can't eat, can't sleep, World Series home run hit type of love? Like, that's what it was for me. You know, and I call myself regretting the time when I was, you know, being a player or whatever, because if I would have known then what I knew, what I known then, what I know now, I'd have took my time and put more time into her when we were first starting out. But like when we first started out, let's be clear, we went through hell. Let's be clear, when we first started out, like, our attitudes were horrible. We stayed into it. You know, stayed into it. Like,
well, for real, let me tell y'all what was going on. Mr. wanna have 15 girlfriends. So let me be clear with y'all. Like, I grew up around dudes, like, so I know the game. If somebody call your phone, they got the same ringtone as me, she important. So I find out little stuff and I go on about my business. Go be with somebody else, date somebody else, do whatever. Like, I loved him, but I was not in a space where I felt like, oh, I'm gonna be stupid for you. No. I knew that there was something different, but the truth is, I knew he wasn't ready. So hey, do what you gotta do. And we would argue. Not always about that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But even sometimes, y'all, he'll be in a relationship with somebody else, and then I just pop back up, like, shut it down. Bye. I'm just like, I'm not playing though. I used to try to sabotage his stuff if I felt like I was ready to.
And then we couldn't be friends. Like, I used to tell her, like, we couldn't be friends.
I used to always say, let's just be friends then. And he'll be like, no, I just can't be your friend. Whatever. But, so basically.
That's how I knew she was the one.
So basically, like, Sean and I, we are definitely not perfect. Right now, we are on my mom's couch. Like, let's be clear. Like, when I say we have been through some of everything together, we lost our house. Not necessarily lost our house, a place that we were renting. We wound up having to come back to my mom's house. Like, and I feel like one of the reasons we wanted to do this is because not too many people are honest about their marriages. Right. Like, and that's one thing that God showed me with us doing this YouTube video. He wants us to be very transparent and very raw. We have been through hell and back together. We have been through infidelity. We have been through, you know what I'm saying, numerous arguments. I had got into a space where I felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. I wanted to be single. I was tired. We worked through that, and you know what I'm saying, God has continued to restore, and we know that you know, things lately have been shaky, and not necessarily with him and I, but with our surroundings. Yeah. And just reaping the benefits of some bad decisions we've made. So we are now coming into a place where we are trying to do everything in our power to access what it is that God has for us. And we know that this is one of those things that he wants us doing, is helping other married people. Even though we're not all the way, you know what I'm saying, where we want to be, we can tell you what not to do, basically. And so we really just, you know what I'm saying, want to thank y'all for even taking the time out to listen. Be on the lookout.
Click subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And please keep in mind, too, guys, the person that is for you, you ain't got to fight. You ain't got to do all the extra stuff. You ain't got to be beefing with she, and them. God will make sure that you wound up entangled with whoever he or she that he has for you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say it's going to be perfect when you get with them, but you ain't got to do all the extra stuff. He is not the author of confusion. Nope. He's going to let it be known when it's time that he or she is it. And we just want to thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll catch you next time.
Catch you next time. Like, subscribe, comment, questions, anything y'all want us to answer, anything, inbox us and let us know.
All right. See y'all next time.
Promise if I could, I'd do it twice. What you say? Put them on pause, press play. Hold on, I got more.